EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New England Patriots. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Foxborough. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You can look at this Patriots defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In motion, the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete is the rookie from Oklahoma. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Bengals.
Hands it off out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14 at the 15-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
McPherson on for the field goal.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. He'll try and do this himself. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. And now an audible here into something else. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw, it's Allen. Man open left side is Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically thinking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines running for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Patriots hit 12-1 now to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. That is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls get through goalposts.
And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 52 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now a handoff as they run left side. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Allen. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for New England. 52 yards.
It's a gain of 52 yards. And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Allen to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Pats come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Patriots 10.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Over the middle, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And 5 yards to go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
And here on 3rd down, your number 1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for New England. 58 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
3rd and 5.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. There he goes right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Patriots 10. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Allen going to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Will line up for a two-point conversion.
Alert!
Allen will try to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
Score, Bengals 34, Patriots 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Second and 11. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third down and 12. From the gun, they'll try to run it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Operating from the gun, Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
Hey, home. Look out.
Looking to throw. Allen. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Now Allen again. Finds his receiver, Watson. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Borregales now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Bengals 34, Patriots 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second down and 8. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? 3rd and 19. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game is if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Here's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down and less than a yard.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Patriots first down. First and
Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As
expected. He's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
To throw, it's Allen. Quick slant caught by Chase. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Allen now looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this play a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Bengals.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Bengals, it's just their third win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's a late season stumble as they're going to fall to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.